Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We gonna do some paint pouring, huh?
We ready for action.
We ready for action. We're gonna do some paint pouring today. I have this, and stick with me because I feel like this is just a bunch of random ideas that I have. But I have this giant wooden coffin that I got at Michael's. I did paint the inside of it black, and I want to do, it's just paint pouring, right? Where you get like the cells. We've done it before on this channel. I'll try to link those videos somewhere in the description. Yeah, I want to do like a giant spooky paint pour inside of this coffin. I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
Are you excited?
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. We got some cool colors. I'm excited. Look at these. I feel like these two colors together, maybe the camera's washing them out a little bit, but they give me Beetlejuice vibes. And I'm here for it. Especially with black and white. Yes. Yes. So we're gonna get started. I have mixed up some of these paints. So I have white ready. I got the purple ready. So I thought I would mix together the green with you. Although I will warn you, like, it's kind of just, I'm just winging it when I mix these things together. I did go back to one of my original paint pour videos to try to see what I did as far as measurements, and I can tell in that video that I also was just winging it. So I'm going to continue the winging it tradition. Let's get started. We're going to switch up the angle so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. All right, so I have basically an empty giant ketchup bottle, and I am going to start by pouring some of the paint in. So I'm going to be using acrylic paint. I have this green color here, which I'm just kind of in love with. So I think what I'm going to do is honestly use the entire thing. So around 4 ounces, maybe a little less. So basically in my last paint pour video, I did 1 fluid ounce, or like it was a 1 to 1.5 ratio. So this is pouring medium, and I'm going to put this in with the acrylic paint. And this is going to be the 1.5. So like I was saying, I did 1 part acrylic paint and then 1.5 parts pouring medium. So in that video, I did mix these two together like separately. So that's what I'm going to do here. And I have a really long paintbrush for that. So we're using all the proper tools because that's what we always do on this channel. We have never not used the proper tool, you know?
We've never even heard of cutting corners.
Exactly, exactly. So now that these two are mixed together, I'm going to go in with some water, which I think you're really supposed to use like distilled water. I'm using sink water. Try and stop me.
Try and stop me.
So with the water in there, I'm also going to be using acrylic pouring oil. So this is the one that I use, and I used this in my last video as well. I got it off of Amazon. I'll try to link it down in the description. So for the pouring oil, I remember in the last video, I did like 1 to 2 drops, and the amount of paint I was working with was like 2 to 3 ounces of paint, which this is a lot more. So I'm going in with like, I'm going to call it like 5 to 7 drops. Yeah. Then for the water, I would say that's like 2 ounces of water.
Definitely between a drop and a gallon.
Not that much.
I didn't say halfway.
It's gotta be liquidy. So with those things in there, I'm gonna shake it up.
Off camera shakes.
You can see my claw while I shake.
Clang.
This is my stabilizing claw while I shake with the other hand. All right, so we're gonna be focusing on 1/2 of the coffin first because this thing is so big that we can't get it all in one frame. So we're gonna start pouring in this half and then we'll go to the other half once this one is good. So I think what I'm gonna do is take an empty plastic cup and I'm gonna start pouring paints into, like our pre-mixed paints, into this cup, like in layers. You'll see in a second. And then we're gonna start pouring. We're gonna start with white. And then purple. So I'm basically just alternating white, green, purple. I want to test this on something because I'm not confident that this is gonna look good. What do I do? Look at the inside. All right, scratch the cup because it's freaking me out because I forgot that you have to like put it on the thing and then you flip it and then you flip it again and then you pull the cup up. But Yeah, lots of flipping, which I can't really do with this coffin. So I'm gonna do the other style. Nervous, but we're gonna do it. All right. So with that, I think I'm gonna try to like blow it around a little bit. All right, so I have my heat gun. I'm gonna try to like blow this around.
No.
I don't like how they're mixing together and making poop. And also you can't see anything. Okay, stop recording because I need to figure this out. Okay, so you know how we don't talk about first layers sometimes? That, what you just saw, we're not gonna talk about it. We're at the base layer of black paint. Nothing happened. Nobody's gonna talk about it. We're not even gonna acknowledge that it happened. So I have some different colors to show you. We've got...
All right, to be truthful with you guys, at this point in filming, I did not think that you that you would be watching this video. So I did forget to tell you guys what I actually did. These paints were way too thin. I added way too much water, so what I did was I added more acrylic paint to them. Adding the acrylic paint made them thicker, which is exactly what I needed because they were basically like watery. And that's why they were mixing together and making basically like a barf color. Not ideal. So that is what I did to the green and black that you're about to see. And then the white, I just remixed entirely. Like I redid the whole bottle of paint. With less water. So still all the same ingredients, just less water and more paint to keep it thicker and less watery. I think I also added less silicone oil because the cells in the pour that we're not going to speak of were just kind of like too stringy, I feel like. So I used less silicone oil, less water, more paint. So anyway, those were the corrections that I made, and this next pour actually turns out good. So thank goodness for that.
And then white. Has anyone ever heard of purple? No. Is it in my hair? Yes, but I still have never heard of it. All right, so I'm gonna start with black. All right, so instead of blowing it around, I'm just holding it up and tilting it around because it's so thick that it just wasn't really moving. So I feel like I needed to move it around and like tilt it around so that it would do what I wanted.
Who doesn't love a good oozing vibe?
Yeah. You know what we could do is pour on this top half only and let it drip a bit.
Drip.
Yeah, down to like here, you know, like towards the bottom, and then leave it at the bottom.
I think that's a great idea.
Right? Like, I love the look of the drippies. Okay, we're gonna do some more paint. I'm gonna bring it to like the center, and then we're gonna tilt it like this again, like stand it up and let it drip. I feel like this looks pretty cool. This is so much better. And the drippies are very cool. Okay. We're figuring this out.
It's happening.
I'm sweating.
It's happening.
But we're gonna get there. We're gonna start some paint right in the middle. We're gonna do the same kind of alternation. So we're gonna go black, green, white, black, green, white. And then we'll pick it up and start tilting it. And everyone's gonna cross their fingers and no one's gonna panic and cry if this doesn't work. Not enough!
We need more!
Just do a little black on the top. And then, now
Why
that looks
does it
like...
look like a face?
I was gonna say it looks like a frog.
Yep.
Oh my god, it does in the viewfinder too. I'm basically just taking a plastic knife and kind of creating, like filling in some empty spaces where I feel like there could be some drippies. I feel like that looks really, really cool. So I actually really like where this is. Honestly, when I poured with the purple, I lost hope. Did anyone think this is gonna work out? No, I mean, look at it. It looks like puke. When I saw this in the cup, I was like, nah, no, this is not gonna look good.
You did know right away. You were like, nope, this isn't good.
That is not what it's supposed to look like. So I think we're gonna leave this where it's at. I'm gonna have to let this dry for like a few days. Anyway, see you in a couple days. So now that I think I've thoroughly cleaned it with soap and water.
Okay, so I think I deleted the clip by accident where I showed you guys that I was like cleaning this piece. So since we put silicone oil in the paint pour that we did in the like previous part, there is obviously silicone like in the paint there. So if I were to do a resin top coat over that, it would dimple and not give like a smooth top coat. So this is actually something that you guys suggested in the last video where I did an acrylic pour. So all I did was I got some like soapy warm water and I really just kind of scrubbed it clean, like that top layer. And I just took this towel with soapy warm water and made sure there was like no silicone and the whole surface was totally clean of like silicone oil. So that way when I went in with resin, it wouldn't dimple or anything. So I'm pretty sure that's all you missed here, was just me kind of cleaning this with soap and water, making sure that there was no silicone oil to disrupt the resin top coat that we're going to do. So now I think you're all caught up.
I have my towel now and it's just got water on it. I washed all the soap off and I'm kind of just going around making sure that there's no more soap on here. And then I'm probably going to take a paper towel to it as well and make sure there's nothing left. All right, so now just going around with a paper towel, making sure that everything is dry. All right, so now that we've washed this, I'm gonna put it off to the side. All right, so what I think I'm gonna try to do really quick is paint these purple. If it looks good, we'll glue them to the actual like coffin. So I'm just using acrylic paint. Okay, so that's generally what they're gonna look like. I'm gonna go off camera and paint the rest, and I will meet you back here once we are ready to glue them on. All right, so we've got our painted words, and they're all dried, so I'm just gonna use my hot glue gun, and I'm gonna glue them where I want them on this coffin. So now that the words are glued on, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my paint markers and I'm going to kind of outline some parts of the words just to make it stand out even more. But I am kind of going for, I say cartoony very loosely, and I hope once I start doing what I'm going to do, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But like, you'll see. I'm just going to get started. We're going to do some lines around the edges. All right, so with everything that we have added today, oh my God, it looks so good. I'm so glad that I painted the words purple because I feel like it stands out really well, and like the whole color scheme is just perfection. I love all the lines. By the way, I don't even, while I was like kind of detailing these, because I put some white lines on these to kind of make it look like a glossy drop of goo, I guess. I remembered that I didn't even show you guys me painting those on, so I just took the same green that we mixed up. It's the like same stuff that we used for the actual pour, and I painted on these drops because I felt like we needed, whoa, I felt like we needed something going on in between, and then just hitting everything with this thing. I'm choking on my own spit now. Project is cursed in the best way. So anyway, I also did this like puddle of slime on the bottom because I felt like, you know, it's dripping down. Now we need a puddle on the bottom. And I feel like, here, I'm going to hold it like this. I feel like that just made it so cool. Like I love the whole piece. I'm going to give this a night to dry properly. You know what I just did? I was looking at this and I was like, what else do I want to add to it? Because I'm in that kind of mood to add everything. You know, I feel like if you've been around my channel for long enough, you'll know what I'm talking about. I get in these moods where I put everything into a project and I add literally everything possible to something. And I bring it to like the brink of too much. Sometimes we go overboard. So anyway, I was like, what can I add to this to make it extra? So I ordered some black LED light strips. I'm very excited. I'm gonna leave it at that because we have to wait for those to come in anyway. Pretty excited for the vision of how this is gonna look in the end. So anyway, we're gonna let this dry. I'm gonna wait for those lights to come in and then we'll be back when things are ready to continue along. I'm very excited. Hello, it's been a day or two. So I got it. I finally got the light strip that I ordered off of Amazon. And so the reason that we have this super fun, awesome angle is because I'm thinking of drilling like a little slit right here on the end so that this can kind of slip through and then all the wiring can go onto the back. So wish me luck because I'm kind of nervous. All right, so after breaking my drill bit and then carving a bigger hole with a bunch of tools like this, these are just like, I don't know, simple like wood carving tools I got at Michael's, I finally have a hole big enough to fit this strip of lights through. So now you can see that it goes through into the other side very easily. On the back side of the light strip, there's this little strip of, I guess, like plastic that you peel off, and then it's sticky on this side. So I'm going to peel some of that off, stick it through. I'm going to start sticking it to the side, like the inside of the coffin. Okay, so the light strips are on, and so over here, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. There's a little tail where the end of the light strip is, and you just kind of like plug in the like power source. Bing! Wow, I feel like you can't see it on camera. So you can also change the color of the lights, which is super cool. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do for the hole that's on this side that has like the light strip coming through it is I think I'm going to like plug it up with some UV resin really quick. That way I don't really have to worry about it. I'm just going to kind of hold it to the side and then squirt some in there. I'm going to cure it. Okay, so I've mixed up some casting resin and we're about to pour it in. Okay. The many different layers, the many different pieces and materials that we put into this piece. Hold on, look out, everybody. It's massive. It's done. I painted the edges black, and I used the like blackest black paint in the world. It's like the black 3.0 paint. Amazing, because now the edges are like a matte black, and it's so freaking cool looking. Like, I can't even, this piece is so big that I can't even get it all in one frame, but oh my god, it's amazing. It looks so cool. It lights up. I literally put my heart and soul, my spooky Halloween soul, into this like final Halloween piece because just I love it. Dude, I can't believe how often like I mess up on something and then we roll with it and it comes out probably better than it would have, because I love the drips. My original idea was to bring it all the way down to the bottom, but the drips are amazing. I love this entire piece. I love the colors. I was telling Sean that this is going to be like a family heirloom and I'm going to pass it down to my sister's kids. Like, it's just so amazing. And the top coat, shut up. Literally shut up. Everything, every part of this is amazing. So I'm going to show you guys some amazing, hopefully amazing shots of this like lighting up in the dark and being spectacularly spooky. I love it so much. It's so cool. I loved making this piece. I feel like this was the finale of the Halloween like art videos this year for me. And I'm so happy that I went all out. Like every part of this, I mean, we did paint pour and I put LEDs in this. There's resin, there's paint, there's different kinds of, I'm so proud of myself.
Yes.
I love this piece so much. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of our finale piece for Halloween, because I'm obsessed. And there's nothing you could say to me that would change my mind, so don't even try.
But still tell us what you think.
Yeah, still tell me what you think, unless you don't like it, and keep it to yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to give this video a like, subscribe to my channel, and follow me literally everywhere. It is at Artsymadwoman. I love you guys to absolute death, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. You didn't say it with me.
Dude, I'm sorry. I was kind of burping.